is that your boyfriend that you're with?
I'm a woman.
What's that?
I'm a woman.
Huh? Yeah, the dude you're with, is that?
That's my husband.
Oh, okay, cool. You're great at answering questions. I knew you were, I don't see gender, Seattle, but did you think I didn't think you were a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I knew you were a woman. Okay, good, cool. Wow, thank you for trying to fucking derail my career. All right, well, I'm like, I like your vest. She's like, I'm a woman. I'm like, all right. No one didn't think you were a woman till you said that. Now everyone's suspicious. All right. It was such an odd reaction. You were so confrontational.
We didn't meet on the internet.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You didn't meet on the internet?
No.
Okay. Have we already talked about where did you guys meet?
We didn't talk about that.
Okay. Wow. What, you really are a woman. What, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm very confused by what's going on here.
I'm so confused as to why she responded like that. Dude, is she okay? I want to know her thought process so badly. Yeah, I mean, I think we're all a little bit confused here. There were like 100 comments just like that. Defensive right off the bat. Yeah, and the first thing I thought about was her husband. Like, have you ever been in a conversation or argument with someone where they have a preconceived notion of what you're going to say? They assume you're going to say something negative, so they don't actually listen to what you're saying. I think that's her in a nutshell. I don't think she listens very well, and I think anytime she gets in an argument with her husband, he gets insanely frustrated. She's an odd dude. I'm not gonna lie, that one fucking got me.
I'm out here in Rio de Janeiro. The city's beautiful. You gotta see the views here, man. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous.
You have something right there on your chin? Oh. Do like this. Do like this.
For everybody wondering, this is my son, Kalan Avi King.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
If things are going badly, make them worse. Be a man.
Yo, Pokemon is really sneaky with their names. For example, this looks like a cobra, right? Its actual name is Arbok, but if you read it backwards, it says cobra. But same for this one. It's an Ecans, but if you read it backwards, it says snake.
When men go silent, what are they really thinking about?
Gondor will answer.
Gondor. Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell? Where was Gondor when our enemies closed in around us? Where was Gondor?
Bro, you got the goddamn...
What's your favorite time of day for
you put me on the spot here. It's a tough one. I mean, if I had... Probably like 2:31, probably.
We're gonna skate to one song only.
So I ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me.
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
I had a few people message me asking me what to do here, so let me show you. So realistically, this situation kind of sorts out itself. Let me explain. Your mom is your mom, but she's so loving, she's probably going to want the younger people to survive, so she's going to elect to take herself out. Your wife will definitely want you to save the daughter, so by her own choice, she's out. Now, your daughter's a little shit sometimes and doesn't deserve to be saved, so she kind of eliminates herself too. Now, because everybody eliminated themselves, that only leaves the money, so you should feel absolutely no guilt whatsoever picking it.
It's an evil world we live in.
I got two hands, so mother and money, I'm single. LOL. I would first take my mother and wife, then get the money because my wife and I can make new children. Now, look, I got a few things to say about this comment. First of all, he didn't understand the point, clearly. You're supposed to choose one thing. Second of all, in this universe where you're allowed to apparently make multiple trips, there's nothing limiting this guy to 3 trips, right? He goes in, he saves his mother, he goes back and saves his wife, then he goes back to grab the money. Why the fuck at this point doesn't he go back and save the kid? He just lets him drown? Something tells me this guy doesn't have any children, and it might be a good idea for him to keep it that way. I don't know. That's easy. Number 3, we would all agree. 3 being the kid. Yeah, you know, I don't have kids, but as tough as it would be to let that $10 million go, I think this is the clear choice. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments.
If a guy calls you hot, he's looking at your body. If a guy calls you pretty, he's looking at your face. If a guy calls you beautiful, he's looking at your heart. All 3 guys still want to f you, though.
He ain't lying. is bullshit.
Apparently no woman has all 5, so let's see. First, $40. Well, I have $40, so that's a good thing. Second, fuck this shit.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
A lot of times we tolerate too much from our partners. We have to stop tolerating so much. We gotta stand on business. We gotta stand on what we believe in and our principles. If somebody say they're gonna do something, make sure they show and prove. They execute on what they say they was gonna do. You can't let them get by just with broken promises. You have to make sure that your partner is actually living up to their potential and living up to their words. Fellas, you gotta live up to your word. Ladies, you have to live up to your word. Don't say you're gonna do something and don't do it. We tolerate too much from our relationships because we get comfortable in those relationships. We scared to lose the person that we love. We scared to lose the person that we're with. Listen, man, you're gonna meet new people in life. You might meet even better people, but you'll never know if you're scared to make that transition. You're scared to make the jump. So you gotta understand, it's okay to move on and find new people. Throughout my whole life, I always find new women and better women than the one I had before. I never got so comfortable with a female that I was scared to leave them, and I was scared that I wouldn't find nobody else like this person. I always find someone better. Listen, man, look at your partner and ask yourself, is this person been bullshitting me? Is this person doing less or just enough to not get dumped? And be real with yourself and be willing to move on.
I've said this before, but maintaining that ability to walk away is like one of the greatest superpowers you can have in a relationship. In life, really. And just make sure that the people around you aren't in your life just because they're a part of your comfort zone. Do they add to your life or do they subtract from it? That is a genuine question you need to ask if your progress is a priority. And that's any kind of progress, you know, progress in a relationship, in business, personal progress. But don't keep people in your life who shouldn't be there just because you're afraid to make a change. You're afraid of making those tough choices, because those tough choices are the very ones that are going to move you forward the most in life, to the next step, to the next level, to the next phase. And avoiding those difficult decisions will absolutely do the complete opposite. It'll either keep you stuck where you're at or move you backward. So this year, don't be afraid to step up to these tough choices, right? Like he said, be real, be fucking honest with yourself and be willing to walk away, because change is tough, but sometimes it is absolutely necessary.
Don't be getting upset with me when you friend zone me and I end up with one of your besties, because you friend zone, I end up in your friend's phone. That's just how it goes.
It's science.
Who's the smoothest talker? Who's the better dancer? Who's the best basketball player? Who has to tell the other person really bad news? Whose girlfriend is pregnant? Who's the father? Who feels really bad about this whole thing? Because you guys are boys, man, and you don't want to give up the friendship. And I mean, when it comes down to it, you really didn't have any other way to tell him. But I mean, think about the good times instead. Think about the memories. Who wants to remember the memories about the times you guys played foosball down by the creek, or even other stuff like playing beer pong and you always dominate together? Who's the messiest?
Remember, sometimes it's okay to tell someone to go fuck themselves. In fact, sometimes it's downright necessary. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do us a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. It'll help the channel a whole lot. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one.
Orgasms are one of the best forms of stress relief. So if I ever tell you to go fuck yourself, it's because I...
There are many things in life that will catch your eye, but only a few will catch your heart. Like, man, does it make you happy?
Yeah.
Like, what's the price of your happiness?
Yes.
If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
On many levels, not materialistic, superficial. If a person costs you your peace, they might be a little bit too expensive. Right. You know what I'm saying? If something costs you your peace, it might be a little bit too expensive, right? If a person is taking up mental space, they might be a little bit too expensive. And so when I think about it, man, if it catches your heart, does it make you happy?